So basically what they're telling us is they're going to go ahead and take this proposal with these district boundaries to the voters. You know, when they came to us with this situation, you know, the board made a public statement that we supported their community in any way that they needed us, and basically gave them the information about our district and left it at that. Their people did their own surveys and their ballots. These are the lines that they proposed. What they would like from us is just not any action, but just a public statement from the board that if this ballot does approve, it is still your intentions to accept their annexation proposal. They just need it, not an action item, just a verbal statement that is still the intention of our board to support them and accept their annexation proposal if passed in April.
We've already said that word.
Okay, and you're reaffirming that they still have our support in that issue? Okay.
Yes.
So there's no action required on that line. I'm sorry we don't have any more maps to pass out. They talked like they would try to get us some more maps to be able to show people, but that will be on display anytime after the meeting. If you want to look, it will be placed up on the counter for you.
Item 9C, approved purchase of the new school sign.
We've talked about improving our sign out front for some time, and so Robin's helped me a great deal on this and contacted some people. We talked to two different companies, Catfish Designs out of, are they Carrollton, Robin? Yeah, Catfish Design out of Carrollton, and Mr. Carter out of Richmond. Mr. Carter's bid was $10 a square foot, and 4x8 sheet would come up to two-sided would be $640 without installation. His design would be this one, and it's a plastic laminate over thing. It's a very high-quality sign. I will say that when we called him to ask him for designs and stuff, it did take a little while for us to get things back from him. Catfish, on the other hand, they were very quick with what they returned to us and so on. Catfish's proposal was, and this is their design, we can choose from either one of those. And Catfish's design was $798 for two-sided Illuminite sign, 4x8, and it would be $250 if they had to install it on top. Mr. Carter's proposal didn't include any installation charges. You know, he was kind of hoping that we would be able to have the FFA help figure out a way to get it installed. I just would like the board to take a look at both proposals, and if it is their wish to grant me permission to pursue whichever one they approve.
How much was Carter's?
Roughly, Carter's was $640 without any installation, but that was a 4x8 sheet at a quote of $10 per square foot. So if we went larger, it could actually increase if that's what your choice was, to go larger. I think it's a 4x8 sheet that's out there right now. I think that's what it is. Yeah, 4x8, double-sided, two-sided. If any of you have ever been to Richmond, to any of their football games, and seen the plastic signs that are on the outside of their concession stand, or that huge Spartan Pride sign there in front of their track, Mr. Carter made those. So, I mean, that's the type of quality that it is. But when I spoke with Richmond and asked them about it, he said, yeah, he does excellent work, but he is a fireman with Richmond, and it does take him quite a bit of time to get some things done sometimes.
That's Catfish.
Catfish is this one, and that one's Carter. And on this one, they've designed enough area on the black part that more additional recognition could be added later, and I think his did too. time frame of when it would be complete? No, not really. We've been talking about it, and our sign out front is very weathered, and it is time to do that. I mean, it is representing our school district, so.
We started on this, it was still looking kind of ratty, but that was bad.
It's pretty bad.
We have a motion? Any discussion?
Like with the bottom, we can do something else on it later on.
Need a motion on that, Carl? I'll make a motion to do the one that Carl Carter presented.
James moves. Is there a particular one?
I like the one on top, actually.
The top one.
That's one I like. It's got a place at the bottom of that on there.
The top.
If we do that design on the top, it may be a little bit larger than 4x8, but that's a choice you'll have to make. I mean, if you do go with that one, I kind of think if you go with the larger to cover the outside of it, make it a little bit bigger, I think it would be probably better. Might be easier to attach to that too.
To go on the outside of it instead of trying to frame it in.
Yes.
Who seconded? Jeff?
Not that one.
The large one.
The one on the top.
Either one.
It can be, yeah, okay.
But they, I can do this for free.
Yeah,
The other one.
the one with the script home with the Bulldogs,
Right.
just as
Up
a
here on the
larger
stage.
version up there, okay.
It's not-
Yeah. We're voting on that one. On the star by it. I guess.
It'd be just like that.
All those in favor? Motion carries 7-0. Item 9D, superintendent contract consideration.
In January, it's been the time of year to act on my contract. Right now, I have a 2-year contract. I'm in the first year of that. You have the options to just not extend my contract any further, or you can extend it again to a 2-year, or it is legal to also offer me a 3-year. That's the maximum length. Those are the things that you all have the opportunity to do if you wish. It's just that time of year you all decide, and I'll be happy with whatever you guys decide.
Okay. I know a lot of folks are here for other things, I suppose. We cannot discuss any student concerns in open session. We're about to move into closed session. We will have to ask you to leave. And this is a normal procedure at every board meeting. We're not trying to shut you out of anything. This is what we do, what we have to do. So, thank you all for coming. We will be back in open session when we get done with closed. I can't tell you when. Might be a few minutes, might be an hour, might be 2.
I was gonna say, I'll make the motion to go to closed session.
Keith Ross moves.